module, let us learn about indifference curves and their properties. An indifference curve is the locus of various points representing bundles of goods which give equal satisfaction to the consumer and so are considered indifferent by the consumer. Indifference curves are having the following characteristic features. Indifference curves are downward sloping. In other words, the slope of the IC is negative. This is because as the consumer increases the consumption of one commodity, he will have to reduce the consumption of another commodity so as to remain at the same level of satisfaction. In other words, the increase in the amount of good one is associated with a decrease in the amount of good two. So, the ICs are downward sloping. Indifference curves are convex to the origin. This is because as the consumer substitutes one good for the other, the marginal rate of substitution between them goes on diminishing. Thus, due to the diminishing marginal rate of substitution, the ICs are convex to the origin. Diminishing marginal rate of substitution means that the amount of good two the consumer is willing to give up for an extra unit of good one declines as the consumer has more and more of good one. Any IC curve to the right represents higher level of satisfaction. This is because every IC to the right contains more quantities of both the commodities or at least more of one commodity with no less of the other. Whereas every IC to the left shows lesser satisfaction as it contains only lesser quantities of both the goods or at least one good. Two IC curves never intersect each other. This is because if two ICs intersect, that intersection point denotes same level of satisfaction. But this is not possible because every point on two ICs denotes different levels of satisfaction. When two curves intersect, the intersection point represents same quantity of goods and so same level of satisfaction in both the curves, which is not possible at all. Today, let me conclude with a follow-up activity. Describe the characteristic features of indifference curves using diagrams. Do it yourself. Thank you.